It's to line up the audio.
What's that for?
It's to line up the audio. Bro, why don't you watch my clips? I've talked about this all the time.
Nah, I've seen you do that before, and you've done that the last 3 times. All right,
Yeah.
so watch your mouth.
That's that's legit to line up the audio.
Yo, this is hard. This is musty as shit, but this is fire.
This is about.
Remember you used to do that?
You know when I got these?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
2014, we went to see USA Portugal. We were in Miami, and USA was like, nah, it was the World Cup.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
We played Portugal in the World Cup?
Yeah, so it was like the group of death. It was Ghana, Germany, Portugal, and the U.S. Yep. So we beat Ghana. We were at Rockies for that, and then we're in Miami for Portugal. And there's a video of me yelling, "Have one!" Jermaine Jones gets the ball at like the top of the box, and I'm like, "Yo, have one!" And he scores a golazo. And yo, we just went crazy. Me and Joey almost fell into the pool at the Cleveland there, like right next to it. I was like bugging up and down. My foot like slid off. I went to fall. He grabs me. I grab him. He's like, "Yo, that would have been a nightmare."
Excuse me.
But it was dope. So I stole these from the Cleveland there.
Nice.
That's why they look all crusty too.
Yeah, bro. It's a fucking a paper coaster from over almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, and these are purposely for like one night use only.
Yeah. Yo, you're so crusty.
Dunbar in the building. Yo, people like when I have you on because they like your basketball stuff and how passionate you get about it.
Don't gas me.
Nah, I'm being for real.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, Nick Teddy Dunbar. It has a nice ring to it.
Nah, I enjoy talking about it. I feel like I watch the game through a different lens. Like, I don't just watch the person with the ball. I watch the backdoor cuts. I also appreciate the stuff that goes on in the front office, too. Like, what the Celtics just did. A little off topic, but you get a basketball.
Nah, I like it. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that.
You get a Boston mind. I mean, a basketball mind, excuse me. One of the youngest, too. He's the youngest coach in the NBA history, right? Was he one of the youngest head coaches, Brad Stevens, when he came?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
You get someone like that who's got, like, years of wisdom for his age. You put him as a head coach. Good coach. They didn't miss on any draft picks. They got Tatum. They got Brown. They're starting to rebuild. They got a nice young core. They still got Marcus Smart. And then you get him, and now you delegate him to the front office, so now where he can really show what he knows. And then you get a good guy. Maybe he can kind of like use as a puppet almost, and he could kind of do both. You get a good young coach. That guy, what was his name?
From the Nets, the assistant.
I'm forgetting his name. I'm drawing a blank right now.
He's Nigerian descent.
He played in the NBA, though. So you get I'm a huge fan of player coaches. Huge fan because they can relate to players. Players want to play for guys that have been in the trenches before. They don't want a guy who's like an analytical guy. You know what I mean? That follows the game through a laptop.
What do you think of this take? Because I was talking about this with Impy about when Durant played the 48 minutes in Game 5, right? Do you think if Nash wasn't a former player, he would have had Durant play that much?
That's a great point.
I feel like you've been an athlete. I've been an athlete, like playing at like you play college basketball, you play college sports at a high level, where the athlete, he don't want to come out in that situation, right? No. So I feel like a coach that didn't play might have been like, "Yo, you need a rest." Where Steve Nash is like, "Yo, maybe those Sun years when I got taken out by D'Antoni, fuck, man, if I was out there, shit would have been different."
Absolutely. That's a great point. No, I agree 100%. That definitely played a role, the fact that he played so he can relate. He's been in that situation before, like you said, in those big games. Maybe if he was out there for those extra 5 minutes, his plus-minus would have been different. The outcome of the game would have been different.
Udoka is the name of
yes.
the Celtics coach.
Really good young coach, though. He came up through the ranks. I forgot, he was the Nets assistant, but before that, I think he was with Doc Rivers on the Clippers as well. He worked his way up, though. But, yeah, that's a great coach for him. Like, it's gonna fit perfectly. It's going to fit perfectly for Boston. But, yeah, what you were saying about the Durant thing, I agree with that 100%. And also, that's what you load manage all year for until you get to the playoffs. There's no more, next week or maybe. It's now or there is no next week.
At that point, play 45 plus minutes.
Everyone should be playing 40-plus minutes easily.
Well, that's why, like, in the playoffs, guys, teams usually go to, like, 7 or 8 man rotations.
Yeah, the rotations get smaller, exactly.
Because that's why I'm paying you $40
million. That's who I'm rolling with and I'm dying with is the guys that, the main guys.